For all your t-shirt needs, check out TeePublic's Killer Selection. Follow the link in the description. Hey, what's up, people? Pizzal here, and I am resurrecting review request today with my review of 1984's The Initiation, as requested on my website by the user Super Bowl of Self-Abuse. Great username. Well done. And I want to apologize because I've taken quite a hiatus from review request, and I've actually had a number of people ask me like, hey, Piz, are you ever going to do review requests? We've requested reviews and you've just never gotten around to doing them. And I wholeheartedly apologize if you have left a review request. I promise you I'm going to get to those. I've put a bunch on my list and I really want to get around to doing more review requests. That was one of my New Year's resolutions. I actually talked about it on a live stream not long ago about wanting to get back into doing review requests, and the fact that I had neglected the review requests for quite some time. And again, I do apologize, but I'm going to try and make it right. And today, I want to talk to you guys about The Initiation from 1984. And The Initiation is one of those sort of second, third tier slasher movies that came out really at the tail end of the big slasher cycle that started with Friday the 13th. But The Initiation is kind of it's a unique slasher movie in that it is a deeply psychological slasher movie. And I think its uniqueness is part of the reason why it's kind of flown under the radar. And it's that uniqueness that has always made me have mixed feelings toward The Initiation, but I'll get to that momentarily. The film is about a young woman played by Daphne Zuniga who is traumatized by these dreams from her childhood in which she stabs her father, played by Clu Gallagher, and a man burns to death. She is pledging a sorority, and it just so happens to be Hell Week, and part of her Hell Week initiation is that she and her fellow pledges have to break into the Fairchild department store, this huge monolith department store mall type building that her father owns, and steal one of the guards' security outfits. Well, they're not alone inside this monolith department store because a killer is in there with them, picking off the sorority sisters one at a time. And even though that plot sounds very familiar when it comes to an early 80s slasher movie, and the last half hour of the movie is pretty much your standard slasher fare with a nice twist that you don't see coming, the first hour of the movie is really kind of difficult for me to get through because the film wants to be, again, this very deep exploration and study of madness and of childhood trauma leading to madness and of suppressing things until they boil to the surface. And you can definitely tell that a lot of thought was put into The Initiation. They did not just want to make a standard slasher movie. They wanted to do something deeper. They wanted to do something more psychological. And I certainly, kudos to them for wanting to do that. I'm not sure they succeed. I'm not sure it's fully realized. It seems like there's a lot of dialogue in the film that just kind of goes nowhere. They pound it into your head, that she's having these dreams, but, are they dreams or are they memories? And it seems like they could have compacted that a little bit. So the first hour of the movie is a little difficult for me to get through. Now, I did dig the fact that they give the characters enough time to develop the characters, and I liked the characters in the initiation. Even the token mean, well, no, the token mean girl, I was happy to see her shake hands with Elvis. But everybody else, the token jokester, even the token slut is, she's a nice girl. She didn't deserve to die. There is a really odd revelation from the token virgin character in the film, in which after a joke is cracked about her being a virgin, she's like, no, I'm not a virgin, you see, because I was raped as a child. And that just kind of really comes out of left field, and I'm not sure it was necessary. I get the fact that maybe they were trying to add another dimension to this character and maybe make her a sad character. I just don't know if it was necessary. The movie benefits from a strong cast all around. Clu Gallagher, of course, delivers a great performance, as he does in virtually everything. Daphne Zuniga is really good in this film, I have to say. Just really strong cast all around. Technically, the film is really well made. The movie looks good. I dig that the director added some flashes of style in the film as far as his use of shadow and light, and I love how he would let the camera sort of linger over these very shiny, sharp implements and knives and weapons that the killer is going to use, and let the light sort of reflect off of the blades and what have you. Just little tiny touches that I certainly dug. There's some nice POV shots in the film as well. So technically the movie's really well made. From a slasher movie standpoint, this certainly, it's certainly not a bloodbath. There's not a lot of creativity in the kills, really. You've got several people that die via a garden trowel tool kind of thing. But it's nothing out of the ordinary, and certainly nothing that's super bloody or super gory. The initiation is a mixed bag for me. I like certain elements of the film. I don't really jibe with other elements of the film. My hat's off to the filmmakers, definitely. You can clearly tell they put a lot of thought into the initiation. They did not want to make just another, stock and slasher movie, and they wanted to make something different. I don't think they succeeded 100% in doing that, but The Initiation is one of those movies that I do reach for on a fairly regular basis, at least once or twice a year. If I'll get that feeling like I want to watch an early 80s slasher movie, and The Initiation is usually there on my shelf, and I go, let me give that another shot. And I will say that, when you watch The Initiation a second time or a third time, or you think back over the film after the twist, you can kind of see a lot of the subtle cues that the director threw in throughout the movie, kind of hinting at what that twist was. And I can certainly appreciate that. Like I said, technically this is a really well-made film. The performances are really well done all around. And, props to the filmmakers for trying to make a different kind of slasher movie. I'll certainly applaud them for that. But it's a mixed bag for me. I like the slasher elements. I like the characters. It's a well-made film. It's just that first hour can be a little difficult for me to get through, because it just seems like there's a lot going on, but not a whole lot of it seems substantive. But anyway, that's just my thoughts on The Initiation. So Super Bowl of Self-Abuse, thank you so much for requesting my review of The Initiation. It's one of the few early 80s slasher movies that I've not discussed really very much at all on this channel, if at all. So thank you very much for recommending The Initiation. I hope you enjoyed this review. If there's a movie you'd like to hear me discuss, please post it over in the forum section on my website, pizzal.com, and I will add it to my list. For everybody who's already left review requests over there, I promise you I'm making a list. I'm checking it twice, and I will get to your review requests very soon, because I definitely plan on doing more review requests in the future. If you've seen The Initiation, please let me know your thoughts on it down in the comments section below. If you like this video, please leave it a thumbs up. If you're not following me on social media, those links are in the description. They're also right around here. As always, thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Take care, and until next time, peace. Join the $1 a month club and help support my channel on Patreon. Thank you to my current patrons, Terry Delamore, Richard Mead, Jeremiah Lambert, Johnny Yeager, Orc145626, Derek Jana, Farron Sutton, and Robert Sobel. Say hello to the internet, Jeremy.
Hello to the internet.